Oh, Claire, there you are. Hey, how's it going? Okay, people coming back. Burr, it's cold in this tent. Such a nice day out.
Are you camping?
What's that?
Are you camping or do you just live in a tent?
I live in a tent. No, I don't. Or I've lived in a tent for these 2 weeks, Sean. No, my daughter and her family about a week ago, they fled Mexico because Mexico is getting pretty bad, and so they're quarantining in our house for 2 weeks, and so we moved into this tent. So that's we're glamping, which is fine. Hey, Luke. So questions. What questions you guys have? Specific, general, whatever. Let's start with Jake. What'd your group come up with?
We didn't really know exactly what we were talking about.
Okay, well that's not good.
It's just really confusing, I feel.
Well, specifically, what confuses you, Jake?
I just in the dialogue sometimes it gets really jumbled. It's just kind of hard to understand.
Hard to follow who's speaking and whatnot. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can think of specific places where that where that happens, let me know.
Yeah, I don't have my book right here, but I'll
right.
You know.
We'll just go around. Claire, your group, were you in the same group or not? You got to turn your audio on. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You're muted.
You were in the same group as Jake?
Yeah.
What? Even though it was randomly assigned? Okay, well, you guys. Okay, Sean, go ahead and mute your thing. Sean, what did your group come up with? Anything?
Why the author is like a character.
Well, that's just a strange, it harkens back, Sean, to the first chapter. Remember the first chapter of this book that we read last week, the first chapter didn't read like a novel at all. It read like an author talking about writing a novel. And I guess Vonnegut just said, he's a goofy guy. He hasn't let go of that. So he's constantly intruding it. And part of it is that, just as the opening didn't seem like a novel, well, here he's making up these characters about Billy Pilgrim, but it seems almost as if he's trying to remind us that he's actually there. He was in Dresden, which he was. Vonnegut was in Dresden when it was bombed. We watched that little film clip way back when. A lot of people for a long time didn't realize what a tragedy Dresden was. This, there's this, hang on a second. Some of those boots. At one point, the British officers say, you lads are leaving for this afternoon for Dresden, a beautiful city, I'm told. You won't be cooped up like us. You needn't worry about bombs, by the way. Dresden is an open city. It's undefended and contains no war industries or troop concentrations of any importance. So the thought was that Dresden would never be bombed. It was kind of like off the table because it was such a cultural and architectural treasure. And again, a lot of people think that the Americans bombed Dresden only because they knew that the Russians, who were our allies then, the Russians were going to get to Berlin and to Hitler first. They'd find him dead in his bunker. And so they bombed Dresden kind of as a show of force to the Russians, saying, look how powerful we can be. Did the same thing in Tokyo. We firebombed Tokyo, and it's arguable that the destruction in Tokyo was greater even than Hiroshima or Nagasaki. So, Nicole, what did your group come up with? Any questions?
Well, yeah, we had one question, but we kind of answered it. Like,
what was the question?
Talking to each other. It was like, what was like the source of like animal magnetism? But we answered it. We said it was the 2 lumps on his coat.
Right. And what do those 2 lumps turn out to be?
Diamond, right, was one of them.
Yep. Diamond and a set of dentures, which is kind of yucky. But that diamond, that 2-carat diamond, which is pretty huge. That diamond is the diamond he puts in his engagement ring when he marries Valencia, his wife. And then there's weird things in the book about how she's always saying, "Oh, I'm going to lose weight for you, Billy." I just don't think that kind of fat shaming holds up well in today's culture. But anyway, great, Nicole. Thanks. Luke, did your group have any good questions?
I was with Nicole.
Okay. Mariam?
I was with Claire and Jake.
Hayden?
I was with Kendall and Sean.
And what you guys? Oh, okay. Gemma?
I was with Nicole and Luke.
Okay, well, it doesn't seem like we came up with 3 questions, though, but oh well. Anything else that's bugging you about this novel? Again, we're going to get through it. My plans for the next week is to finish this book. We're going to, hopefully I can stream the film version of it's kind of funny, and it actually makes a little more sense. We're going to finish this book, and then we're going to work on a paper about time. We might read one more short story, but we're going to move on after that to a unit about, we're reading a couple other stories that are already on Schoology that have to do with, they're more fantasy than sci-fi, but sci-fi and fantasy are often classified together. So anyway, no other questions about the book? Anything that's got you confused other than the entire book itself? I don't
I got
know.
nothing.
What's that, Luke?
I got nothing.
You got nothing? You got nothing. Okay, well, good. I appreciate you sticking with it. Again, I think that it's a very uneven book. Parts of it, like that whole gibberish about what, sex in the 4th dimension, makes no sense to me. But his conception of time, his what we're going to get into in chapter 7 and 8 is the actual bombing of Dresden. We can see now at the very end of chapter 6, we get to they're at a Dresden slaughterhouse, which has been converted into into a place to hold these prisoners who are going to be doing basically forced labor throughout Dresden. And it's Schlachthof 5, which means Slaughterhouse 5. This is where they live, and this is where the title of the book comes. So for Monday, here we go. And again, I don't want you feeling, where is it? Here it goes. I want you guys feeling too stressed out about work. I hope these assignments are fun. I'm going to ask that you guys, let me move this so we can see it. So I've got 2 things I want you to do here on Schoology. One is to read chapter 7, which is pretty short, and chapter 8 was a little longer. We're going to read those for Monday, okay? And then I've got another blog post or discussion blog up here. I'd like you guys to post to it, and here's what it says. And I want this more, whoops, let me get rid of you guys. This is a more creative one. I want you to imagine that you are unstuck in time. What are the 2 moments in your life to which you would want to travel back to over and over? Of course, why? And what's the 1 moment you'd want to avoid? This doesn't have to get too personal. It's meant to be fun. Please post Monday morning, even as you read ahead in Slaughterhouse.
Did you write down that?
What's that? What's that? Somebody had a question. I didn't hear it.
That was my mom talking in the background.
Oh, sorry, Luke. Sorry. Anyway, so is that clear? So imagine you're unstuck in time, and try to give a couple of beefy paragraphs instead of just 2 or 3 sentences. I've been pretty generous. Anybody who posts anything is getting full credit for it. On this one, I might be a little more. You get the 9.5 points. You get the A if you write something fairly substantial. If it's just a 2 sentences listing three moments, that's not going to be quite as successful. But again, imagine you're unstuck in time. What are the moments you want to travel back to over and over again? And what's the 1 moment you'd want to avoid? Okay? Let me stop sharing here. So does that make sense? Is that pretty clear?
Yep.
Nicole, how have you been?
Yep.
Good. Yeah.
Good. Good. Anybody who hasn't posted to the previous posts, I'm not going to put zeros in there because I don't want to slam you guys. It's a tough time. I get that. But
So
just 1 second, Kendall. If you post anything, then I'll give you credit for it. All right. So you can go ahead and post the stuff you have. What's up, Kendall?
At the beginning of the call, you said I didn't respond to either the discussion posts that you had before, but I just checked and I did both.
You got them all. Look, they're not showing up on my thing.
Yeah, I've had them both since like.
Did I comment on them or not?
I don't think so. Because I
Because
didn't.
all the ones I've commented on are the ones that I've seen. They're showing up. So I'll check, Kendall. No worries.
Okay.
It's not going to hurt you because you've got a pretty good grade anyway. You don't really need much help. But I'll go ahead and I'd love to see.
Oh, you did respond. You did respond. You did.
Okay, I'll check it out. For some reason, it's not showing up on my screen. I mean, I know that some of you guys have, Claire, I know you posted to the free will one. Christian did a couple of posts that he was missing. So I'll get it caught up. We'll figure it out. But have fun with this one. I'm looking forward to reading these. And again, let's keep plowing ahead. In Slaughterhouse 5, we'll read chapters 7 and 8 for Monday. And that's about it. How you guys are looking forward to a weekend? I mean, weekends don't even seem like weekends anymore, do they? It's like,
No,
it
not
just
really.
feels the same, but without the Zoom calls.
okay, fair enough. Well, I'll let
But
you
then
get off
again,
on
that was
this one.
yesterday.
Oh, what's that?
I also didn't have any calls yesterday.
I didn't. So okay, Thursday was
I don't
Saturday.
think so.
Great. Well, wait, didn't you guys have the junior meeting yesterday?
Well, Kimball posted the announcement for it 11 minutes after it happened.
yeah, and we're supposed to have it today at 12:45.
Oh,
So,
that's a great thing to know.
yeah.
Hey.
She sent out an email about it. So
Okay, great.
There we
Well, I
go.
might.
Wait,
Well, let's
didn't
get out of
we-
here. Let's get out of here, and you guys log on. I was with the seniors, and it went really well. It's pretty informative, and I thought it was really good. I'll try and log on. It's 12:45, huh? All right, let's get out of here. I'm going to end this meeting. Thanks for hopping on. Please tell if you text or Snapchat or whatever with people who aren't here. Tell them to make sure to watch this video when I post it.